finally in 2009, at 10 o'clock at night, I got a phone call. It was Ochsner, and they said, "We have a liver for you. You're number one in, in Louisiana, and you're number one in Ochsner, and we have a liver. Get some rest." This was the odd part. "Get some rest. We'll call you in a few hours." And I'm like,
Who can rest?
"What? What is rest?" So I had packed my suitcase 2 years prior, just getting ready because 6 days, 6 weeks, you didn't know.
Yeah.
But I had lost so much weight. I'd lost, like 40 something pounds during that time. So all the stuff that I had packed in 2007 were too big for me in 2009. So I'm scrambling. And as we're packing up, my in-laws were coming over to stay with Luke, who was asleep. And Luke was only like 8 at the time, but we're walking out the door, and I'll never forget Luke waking up and coming into the kitchen, and he was yawning and stretching, and he's in his little jammies. "What's all the fuss? What's going on?" And he always knew everything. He had to grow up at a very young age.
I can't imagine.
He was like Luke, when he was 10, he was 50. And I said, "Luke, Mom got the call, and I'm getting a liver transplant tonight." And I just remember him pausing and looked at me straight in the eye and said, "Mom, am I ever going to see you again?" Because he knew the risks. He knew all the risks. And of course, I had to go into super mom mode and say, "Of course you're going to see me again. I'm going to get a new and improved liver. We're going to get to go do all the fun things that we've never been able to do."
Yeah.
I had to assure him that I was going to be fine.
Of course.
And this was all based on one word I tied to donation, was hope.
Hope.
I had to have hope for me
Mm-hmm.
and for him. And I had to believe in God. I had to believe into the transplant surgeons. I had to believe that the right donor was going to be there, for me, and it all has to, it's all a puzzle that you have to put together quickly. And with that, we rushed off to Ochsner, and I did have a successful liver transplant. I was in the hospital with several different infections during that time, couple of months in the
Wow.
hospital recovering. Then I was able to come home and be with my son and be with my family.